What's up, Geminis? Welcome to your March love reading. Okay, this is going to be a general reading for the sign of Gemini. That's whether it's your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. If you are curious about just your month in March in general, I did put out general reads, and I'll put the link down below. And it's good to check it out because you might get some extra messages that maybe were missing in this read, or maybe in that read I was reading for a whole different set of Geminis, whatever, I don't know. But I definitely invite you to check that out. Also, if everything is not resonating with you, I definitely invite you to check out your other signs, just because, especially if it's a rising, especially your Venus, okay? Any more messages? I think that's it. I'm just going to get into it. I don't want to get to talking too much because that's never good. It's so funny that I'm actually doing your read today because I meant to do your read when I first started doing the love readings. I'm hopefully going to finish out the rest of them today, but I somehow skipped right over you guys. I was doing them in astrological order and I completely skipped Gemini. And it's so funny that I actually am about to do you guys today because I'm wearing my favorite Gemini's shirt today, Kanye West. I'm like the only person who likes him, I know. But, and what's funny about that is he is married to Kim Kardashian, duh, we know this, and her birthday is the same day as my birthday. So funny. I don't know why I happen to be wearing his shirt today, but I feel like it's probably gonna be fitting. So anyways, let's get to pulling. Already a card popped out. We've got Judgment. I'm gonna pull them all and then we'll discuss. So remember, this is general, okay? Two of Pentacles. Okay. Now juggling some shit. Okay, Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Of course, everybody wants that in their love reading, right? Okay. Then we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Followed by the Five of Pentacles for your past, which is great. I love seeing that in the past. Okay. As long as it's not right now. And then we've got Seven of Swords for your future. What's up with here? Okay. Strength card. Beautiful. Followed by the Three of Cups. Then the Queen of Swords, your energy. I feel like you guys are more Queen of Swords than any other air sign, actually. So, and we'll get into that too. And then we've got the Hanged Man as your outcome, bottom of the deck. Death card, duh, I could see that right now. You guys are definitely going through transformation. And then let me just pull out, I want to pull three. Let's pull three Romance of the Angels cards to get some advice for this month of how we should go about, our love lives. All right, so starting with this could be the one. Cute. Getting to know each other. Okay. One last card. Finances and career. Okay. Cool. Sorry, a little back crack. All right, let's get into this. So, like I said, bottom of the deck, you guys had the Death card. Death card definitely talks about transformations. It's about endings and new beginnings, which honestly, I feel like that's the energy collectively off that I've been getting basically with all these reads. Not necessarily that I've been getting the Death card, but definitely I feel like right now is a time that everyone's kind of going through this transitional period with their relationships. And I'm not surprised. because we've got a lot of moon activity hitting this month. You know, we open the month and close the month with full moons. Also, there's a new moon in between there that's going to be on the 17th. Mercury goes into retrograde, I believe, on the 23rd. So there's a lot. And I'm seeing that that's kind of thing with all of us, although we're all experiencing it a little bit differently. So let's get into you guys, okay? So, starting out with the Judgment, right? Judgment always speaks about rebirth of something, or just almost like the Justice, in where, you know, justice is coming about, right? But I feel like with you guys, more so than anything, this is about a rebirth of something. I think you guys are trying to decide whether or not you want to move forward with something, with someone from the past. There's a good indication of that. And I'm feeling like you guys are kind of juggling these thoughts because we've got the Two of Pentacles, which of course Pentacles always talks about material things, money, finances, even health. But this is a love reading. And in this sense, I feel like, you know, maybe there's a relationship or a possible relationship that you guys are considering revamping, but you're definitely up in the air about it. It's like you guys are trying to balance things out. And I feel like you're trying to balance things out because in the past, this could be with the same person, I kind of feeling like it is. You've been made to feel like you were just kind of worthless and left out in the cold, like forgotten about, right? These people are struggling, like they're outside, everyone's inside where it's warm and toasty, and they're just literally broken down raggedy ends, right? And this, I feel like, speaks a lot to you guys being in a relationship or dealing with someone who just kind of made you feel less than, or made you feel like you weren't a priority, or in some ways just kind of left you out in certain things. Like maybe there may have been secrets that you just really weren't cool with, right? Um, so what you're striving for is love, like full on, real, I'm about that life love. I see that very strongly. I feel like you guys are trying to move in a direction where you're feeling like your cup is overflowing and you've just got joy and just full around happiness and good luck coming to you. And I feel like that has to do with a lot of you guys juggling too. It's almost like you want this old thing back, but you're not sure because of what it's done to you in the past, but you know that this is what you want in the future, period, no matter who it's with, right? Now, the W or the M could mean something to someone, but definitely this is really good energy that I feel like you guys are striving for. And that's really good in terms of love. I feel like you want something new. Whether it's with the same person or a different person, I feel like you still want to bring a newness, right, into your love life. What Spirit's telling you to focus on is Eight of Pentacles, or what not to do, basically. So Eight of Pentacles is a really great card, right? It all talks about working hard towards something and eventually finding success, right? This person is very meticulous in the way he's crafting these pentacles. But I feel like what you're not supposed to be doing is thinking about it too much or like plotting. I feel like it's one of those things where you guys are going to have to kind of use your intuition more and fill it out rather than thinking it out and planning it out, because this person is very grounded and stable. Like he has like put the plan together and he's doing the plan, right? And he's doing it successfully, but I feel like you're supposed to be focusing more on your intuition and not more of your mind. But you guys are really, I mean, you guys are really good thinkers. You're very adaptable. You guys are, you know, just very much in your head. You lean towards logic more than you lean towards the heart, which I get it. I'm a Libra. I'm the exact same way, and I'm a Gemini moon. So, but I feel like what you're supposed to be focusing on are the good things that make you feel good. You know, what does happiness feel like? What does this, you know, rather than trying to say, oh, okay, so I'm going to do this, this, and this, and then I should yield these results, and da, 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 like it's not supposed to be like that. Although that is good energy, but I just feel like you're not supposed to be doing that, because in terms of love, there are things that the mind is just not equipped to deal with and see us through to. Like we're not equipped to make certain heart decisions with our mind. That's just not how it works, right? So I think that's just Spirit really reminding you to dig into your intuition. You know what to do. You know what to do. Stop thinking about it so much. Stop planning it so much. It's like you've got the answers. And I almost feel like you're really struggling with that because that's where we've got that juggling card, right? With the Judgment. It's like you guys are really trying to decide mentally if this is something you want to do, but you're gonna have to decide with your heart. You know, you're gonna have to find that good balance, find that balance of both mind and spirit, kind of thing, right? So near future, we've got the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords, generally speaking, speaks to, it's like the theft, right? It's like the crook. It's the person who is running away with something, being sneaky. I don't I don't so much feel like, and I don't feel like this is, it's weird. I feel like this is a little bit of external energy. So it could be that this person that you're dealing with in the past, you feel like they're just being a little bit too covert for your liking, right? Like they're hiding things. But mainly, I do too feel like if it's internally, I feel like a lot of you guys are hiding things. Um, Again, I think it kind of goes back to this planning. Like you're making plans and you're kind of like hiding that you're doing that to see kind of how things play out. Almost like, you could test someone, like you put them through little small mini tests just to see what they're going to do. I almost feel like you're kind of doing that in the future to see if that's how you want to go about it. I feel like that's how you're trying to go about making your decisions with this person. But I don't feel like that's necessarily the way you're supposed to go about it. Remember, you've got that Ace of Cups. It's like you're supposed to be using your heart. You're supposed to be using your intuition. It's like you already know, but you're fighting it. You're trying to logically walk yourself out of it because you guys are so good at doing that. You're so smart and you know that. So it's almost like you're trying to manipulate it in a way that works for you just so you can keep fucking with this person, if that makes sense. But I feel like if you do it that way, it'll just bring you more problems down the line. So again, this could be external energy, like the person that you're dealing with, withholding things or hiding secrets, taking from you, and that doesn't mean taking material things, but they could just be taking, like, just sucking the life out of you, taking, good feelings, spirit from you. But I really, for the most part, feel like you guys are like gonna be trying to lightweight plot. Yeah. And you're trying to kind of keep it to yourself. It's just like, I'm going to do this to see if he does that. And then if he does that, then I'm out. It's like you're looking for validation to make any new move that you're going to make, but you don't need to do that because you already know inside what you're supposed to do, right? So, hopes and fears, we got the Strength card. Now, this could, of course, be a Leo, but really the energy is just having strength through this. I feel like you guys are scared. It's like you guys are doing this sneaky shit because you don't want to involve your feelings, right? You don't, like, if you could not put all your eggs in this basket and not be totally emotionally invested, you would, so that you don't, so that you're not hurt, right? And I feel like the strength that you guys are trying to have is kind of like this um extreme, like masculine, like I'm okay, I'll be good, I don't need this, whatever. It's very abrasive. Whereas I feel like when we get the Strength card, it's more telling you, okay, it's the balance of strength, right? Because you've got the woman taming the lion. And lions we always think of as masculine energy, right? That's very masculine, but you've got a woman taming the lion. So it's like knowing how to, whether you're a man or woman, using that perfect balance of feminine and masculine energy to get what you want, right? But I feel like you guys are kind of putting up a extra, like, front because you're scared. It's like you're scared if you don't do that, then you'll lose control of the situation, right? People around you. So you could be doing this because maybe you feel like there's extra people involved that have no business being involved in your love life, third party, right? Which is also why I feel like you guys are doing this sneaky shit too, which is also why I feel like you're trying to be extra strong in that super masculine way. I'm not one of those people who always sees Threes of Cups as third party situations. I very rarely do, actually. I mostly see them as like celebration, serendipity, like happy shit. But I am getting the feeling that there could be, or if there's not, I feel like definitely y'all feel like there is. So I feel like that's why you're doing all these different things, plotting on the under to try to find your own answers, because you feel like whoever you're dealing with is not honest, right? But it's like, girl, if you have to do all that, do you even want to deal with someone like that? Like, I used to do that dumb shit, I feel like, when I was younger, like in my early 20s and like a teen and stuff, like trying to, whatever, go through the extra motions to plot to see if, whatever. But it's like, I don't want that. At the end of the day, like, I think about the type of relationships I know I want. I wouldn't want to be with anyone who even makes me suspect that or feel like that. And I feel like with you guys, it would be no different. But I feel like it's almost like breaking habits that you're used to. Like, this is your way and this is what you do. Like, oh, this is what I do. I'm going to find out. And it's like, don't, though. And I say that too. I feel you're like that because you got the Queen of Swords, right? She don't take no shit. We know. She is not dealing with anybody's lies, anybody's manipulation. She's going to cut you with that sword, right? And she's almost begging you, like, come here, try me if you want to. And like I said, when I was even pulling the card, remember I said, I feel like out of all of us air signs, I feel like you guys are the most Queen of Swordsy, because she don't play when it comes to communication. She wants to know what's up. She wants to know right now. She wants you to be very direct, make it make sense, And I feel like going into the reading, that's kind of how you guys are. Like, that's where your energy is right now. Like, look, I'm going to find out. I need this, this. Just make sure, just like with the Strength card, you're balancing that feminine and masculine energy, right? There are ways to do and get what you want with grace and being a little bit more tactful. Just make sure of that, right? And then the outcome, we've still got the hanged man, right? So this is someone who's stuck. But I feel like whenever I get the hangman, if this is someone who's stuck, it's because they almost need to be. It's almost like God is putting you there to surrender so you can actually sit and take a time out and think for a minute. You know what I mean? Like, absolutely, I feel like you guys are feeling stuck as to where to go, what to do with this, which is why you're probably, going the extra mile to like try to like investigate and be inspector detector. But I feel like Spirit's like, you just need to sit in this for a second and really reevaluate what you're doing and be okay with what's happening, and be okay with if you don't know all the answers right now, right? Because at the end of the day, you guys are going through a transition. This is transition time, and it's going to be good things, because right underneath that transitional card, I got the Wheel of Fortune, which to me speaks about like divine timing. And then what do you know, right underneath that, the World. So there's definitely unlimited wonder ahead. Like, there's definitely great things ahead. But I feel like you guys need to get into your heart a little bit more, which I feel like I told you guys that before, maybe in your last reading. But you can't, your full-on Queen of Swords energy isn't going to work here. Like, yes, it will work in terms of like the communicating and like the give me the truth and all that stuff. But I feel like you guys are going to need a little bit more vulnerability. I feel like you guys are going to need to use a little bit more intuition, align yourself a little bit more with the happy things, right? In order to get what you want. And the thing is, truth always reveals itself. Always. And maybe that's what you're going to be, what this hangman is about too. Like, getting to the truth. Like, your surrender time is the time for you to get those aha moments. You know what I mean? Yeah. if you are not dealing with someone that you dealt with in the past, if this is a brand new love, I feel like the judgment is just saying that you right now are coming upon a chance where you've got a second chance for love, right? After feeling down and left out from a person, after feeling like you didn't matter, right? And almost saying like don't run away from it. That's if this is someone new, right? It's like I almost feel like you guys are still going to be kind of doing that thing, like, let me see what they're talking about, even if it's someone new, just because you're like, I don't have time for the bullshit. I'm not talking to someone new for them to break my heart and irritate me again or whatever. So you may be kind of still putting them to the test, definitely. But don't do that because it's like you guys have the answers. You already know. You just got to stop using your smart ass brain and like dig into your heart a little bit more. Because, like I said, the brain is not equipped to make all the decisions that the heart can. Just like the heart can't make certain decisions that the brain can. It's like they each thing has its function, right, and its job. And let's not blurry the lines of those jobs. You know? Yeah. If it is someone new, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Along with that, you got getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Um, I feel like this goes together a lot too, of just about opening up and like being honest. Because again, this person is sneaky. So it's like once you reveal yourself more, I feel like you will find that you're more comfortable going along with whatever this is. But it's going to take vulnerability. And you guys don't like that. I get it, right? I don't like it either, but hey. Okay, finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So maybe you're going through a transitional stage with your financial career too, or with your finances in your career too. Maybe you're switching jobs, or maybe you're just like even switching, about to move, and you're just wanting to make sure. I just get the feeling that you're wanting to make sure not only that you're ready, but I feel like you kind of want to make sure that your life is a little bit more set and stable before you make any fast moves, right? Yeah. So again, overall, I feel like this month, guys, lead with love. Use your intuition. You got it in you guys. You're definitely coming away from an old situation that made you feel like shit, which is awesome. Um, and you're trying to decide where you want to go moving forward with this new person or with this old person that you've been dealing with before. Remember, all this shit, I mean, you can do it, I guess, all this plotting and I'm a C, but it's not really going to serve you in this situation. I think the best thing you can do is be vulnerable, but when you are using your words, be honest, right? Right? And just having faith that everything's going to be okay. Because everything is going to be okay. Again, you guys got the death with the Wheel of Fortune, with the World. And then if I wanted to take it a step further, Ace of Wands is under that. And if I wanted to take it a step further, Nine of Cups. Like, it's really all good. But stop with the games, Gemini. I know how you guys think. I'm part Gemini too. So that is your March reading. I hope you guys got some information that will help you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in April. Bye.